Thanks to the monstrosity of Dolomeyes, we will enter the abysses of the human mind. We will be crossing gorges and ravines. We will be jumping down vertiginous waterfalls. We will be swimming in icy torrents, steep lakes, and then we will be waging water balloon wars. We will be washing pots and pans. We'll be pouring shampoo and soap into the environment. We will be taking endless hot showers. Monstrous, isn't it? And you, don't you be a monster. Today we're going to talk about the world's most precious resource, water, and how to use it properly at high altitude. Be safe and be careful. Follow us into the world of Dolomeyes. Fear at first sight. Okay. Water. 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 What would we be without water? The lives of many animals, just as yours, depend on water, and of course, of all of humanity. Water is not an inexhaustible resource, therefore we must learn to respect it, especially in the mountains. In order to prepare for a hike, a walk or a climb, you must always carry enough water. Bear in mind that during a hike, a person needs 2 to 3 liters of water per day. Make sure you have enough in your backpack. Fill your backpacks and never run out of water. Cramps, headaches, dizziness, nausea, fever, delirium, hallucinations, loss of consciousness, death. This is what happens when we are dehydrated. Enough reason to be afraid. When we do physically demanding exercises, such as a climb or a long walk, we often mistake thirst for hunger. The danger lies elsewhere. Some medications can impair the feeling of thirst. And if you do take medicine, be aware. Always carry water supplies with you, preferably in reusable thermos flasks, and keep hydrated. Clear, fresh, icy, invigorating, or putrid, infected and contaminated. Can you always drink water in the mountains? First, the water must flow and not be stagnant. Like stagnant water, puddle water can be full of wonderful surprises, but I do not recommend drinking it. Always make sure that there are no houses upstream, or even worse, pastures and huts. If there are, you'd better not drink that water. If, on the other hand, you're at high altitude, above 2,300 meters, you can have a proper mouthful. It's always good. And if you really want to be 100% safe, just boil it. Or have some effervescent antibacterial tablets at hand. Let's talk about the subject of high altitude bathers. Can you dip into a lake smooth like a mirror in the mountains, even if you are sweating and worn out?
Stop there and don't move a muscle.
The first rule is to get informed. Each region has its own regulations and rules. If bathing is allowed, always respect the environment. Even sunscreen can pollute water. Gosh, that's a shiver. Cold water shock may freeze your enthusiasm, especially if you're digesting your tasty sandwich. If, on the other hand, you're well informed, in a group and safe, then dip in gradually and enjoy the magic. But remember, always save water, and if you do use plastic bottles, take them back with you. We keep a vigilant eye on pollution. That's it from the Dolomeyes, and if you see anything dodgy along the path, remember, fear at first sight.